Hello, guys. Welcome to the second part. So now, when we study it in depth, conflict, war, it's risky, but there is a typical understanding between these two differences because journalist, it's one of the most riskiest job when it comes to war because of course there's so many things, and sometimes there are chances that the journalist is not even aware. They're aware that they might not come alive, and that just makes it so different. And uh, there are very less few credible sources from agencies or authority. Agency reporters also take permissions from authority itself. So there's a cluster of things we don't even know. Information is screened through proof, that is videos, pictures, to show that the info is true. But during these wars, it's so important for a journalist to just document things. Now, publishing of information. Okay, this quote is one of my favorite. If you don't have the fact, don't exaggerate it. Because for highly credible media houses, if you don't know things, just don't exaggerate it. Just let it be. Information warfare can help you win the war, but in the longer run, projection, creation, creating, collecting, it's there. It's all about information. Once you enter journalism, it's about war, conflict, enemy comes. For example, if anyone, I don't know if anyone has watched The Spy Family. It's an anime, and there's a cute girl Anya Forger in there, and I love anime. So in Spy Family, if you have seen the movie The Code White, in which she had swallowed the pill, and the whole basis of that movie was the pill. There were people who wanted to get the pill and stuff. So it's sometimes it's the information warfare because the pill had secrets. Countries collect info about weapon, army, nuclear test, nuclear reports. It's like a power balancing because you every country at the end wants to get control over the information. Tracking is also done. They also do misinformation, but there is also denial of information. You may suppress it or use it for your propaganda. Now, here are some points that, as a journalist, you should use that. Avoid hate speech, do not write against. Hate is gendered, it can escalate into human rights. And when it escalates, it can also come to gender conflicts. Like many conflicts happen due to, gender disparities, that this is one biased role, this is this, and on gender based roles, basically. Because at the end, okay, I don't want to sound political or anything, but there at some points, just don't get offended or something, but at some point there is a deep patriarchal mindset that has been conditioned over time, and it's quoted very often, so it's there. It matters how media put it out, how they frame it, obviously. But while all this going on, media still runs the whole story. For sensitive news and journalism, it's like protecting your identity. As a journalist, news information is all about protecting your identity because otherwise, everything is sensationalized. There's a massive divide between showing and happening. Sensitivity to handle out is like safety, it's the main concern. The local cultural background, police, everything. And it just comes off in handy because, as a journalist, how you handle a situation matters. Because if we take an example of a war that is going on, and as a journalist, you step into it, you might get traumatized, you might feel so many different things. And there's so many issues as a journalist, lots of ethical issues, objective to be protected. There's just so many things. People want us to frame it rightly, they want us to show what is actually happening, but there's so much more that goes behind it. So the journalist, it's very easier for us to get trauma, anything. So there should be something. I think we should do something about that to protect journalists and all of this as happening, because yeah, this is like, yeah. So yeah, this leaves me with a very good thought that we should, what I'm saying, we should really do something about journalists who face trauma after these situations. It inspires me to do something, and yeah, this was it. This was just me sharing of what I was studying, and yeah, I love sharing things with you guys, and hope you all are doing well. If you have any doubts, please feel free to Okay, this is fun part because I only have 16 subscribers and I love, yapping on this channel. I love teaching. I love just using this platform as my own. And yeah, this is fun. Thank you so much. Bye.